If I told you that I'd found evidence that Clark Tribe had set up a fake account and messaged me, threatening me, you wouldn't believe me, would you? You'd say, how is it him? How would you prove that? Well, bear with me. In 2021, I was contacted by an account. The young lady's name, Kerry. The account looked fake. And at the time I was putting up with so much trolling, I kind of just ignored it. It said, so you want to start with your fucking hate bollocks again, do you? You got a fucking problem, cunts. Tell you what, you brave little cunt. Come and meet me, you fucking jealous bit of trash. All brave behind a fucking keyboard, but are you as brave once I find you? And then on the 16th of October, they mentioned Clarky, which is Clark Tribe. It said Clarky is adamant that you two have put things to bed a while back, and it's the pair of queers in Romford using your name. Sorry for using that name, guys, just reading what it says. But yeah, I have no idea. I don't know anyone in Romford. Then they sent me a screenshot, and they'd circled, it said Sam Lee reacted to the drugs game video with a laughing emoji, it looks like. But that's not my account. So at the time, obviously this was back in 21, so I had no idea what was going on. And because of all the humble dryer and trolling that was going on with the Decca stuff, I kind of just thought it was a flying monkey being an idiot, and didn't think much more about it. So at the time, I actually had no idea that this was Clark on a fake account. I only found out tonight looking through my Google Drive at different evidence. But I said to this person at the time, no idea what you're talking about or who you are. Seems you're nothing but a little troll, someone from the past who can't let go, I'm guessing. I'm pretty well known, so not too hard to find me. And basically they had a Jekyll and Hyde moment. They came back saying, hey, thanks for response. And to be honest, he thought it wasn't you. But once I saw your name, I reacted and then thought about it. We think we know it's two guys from Romford, but obviously using your name because of the old shit between you two. I wish you all the best with the baby, etc. And thanks again for confirming it's not you. So I was really confused because in 21 I didn't have a baby. My kids are both grown up. And yeah, I don't know anyone in Romford. So I'd like to know who these two guys in Romford were. But yeah, like I say, there's been so many flying monkeys and so many trolls. At the time, I didn't really take it seriously. Because of the guy stealing my film last week, going through a court case. So I was going through my Google Drive, looking at all the different screenshots and evidence and, you know, all the harassment I was getting over the last 6 years. And I came past some text messages that were sent to me from a man called James. That's all I'm going to say because I don't really want to bring his name into it after all these years. But basically, James knew Clark, and they had a bit of issues, a bit of personal problem with each other. And Clark had messaged him, basically threatening him. And I was looking at these messages, and what I noticed was in the messages I got from Kerry, they were very, very, well, extremely similar to the messages that James got from Clark. So if you look in these messages from Kerry, you can see the word cunts, yeah, and how many times he uses exclamation marks and how many times he uses question marks. You can also see the kind of mannerisms of the text. Then if you look at the messages James received from Clark's phone, you can see that it's the same exclamation mark numbers. You can see the same lingo and the same question marks, the number of question marks used in the sentence. So yeah, if you look at these messages in full together, you will see it looks like it's written by the same person. And the fact that this Kerry girl was mentioning Clarky, it just makes me realise now that Clark does set up fake accounts. I have no idea why he felt the need to do that and why he couldn't just message me himself and tell me about these two people in Romford, because it probably would have cleared things up a lot quicker. I can't take credit for it. I had a friend help me look into this a little bit more, we decided to look at Clark's grammar and how he speaks when writing his posts. And what my friend noticed, who is brilliant, I did not see this. If you look at the first message he sent me on the Kerry account, he starts the sentence off with the word so. What we noticed that he does that a lot in his statuses. Just one here, you can see he uses the word so. Yeah, it's a bit obvious now. I can kind of tell that. I don't know why he didn't message me himself. I don't know why he had to threaten me. But my point is, if Clark was aware in 21 that there was trolling going on, and he's telling people or setting up fake accounts and telling me that he didn't think I was involved, why was it only a couple of months ago that he's getting his friends to message me and contact me and give me shit and threaten me? So yeah, I'll leave that with you guys, but I'm going through my Google Drive and a lot of stuff is coming to light. A couple of years ago, it was really hard for me to go through all this. It was quite traumatizing, to be honest, to read the messages and stuff that people were sending. But I'm in a better frame of mind now, and I really want to get to the bottom of this. What I believe has happened so far is that when Chris Smith, Aaron and Stacey left the set because of what happened in 2018, I believe that they started trolling Clark to cause shit for me. And then Clark's obviously started trolling me and got all his mates to troll me. And then literally Stu Armstrong and Aaron Twin and Stacey and Chris have got what they wanted. They've caused all the drama because they were aware of Clark being on Roofed 1 and pulling a lot of people out of the film. So I already had a little hate bubble thanks to Clark before I even met Aaron and Stacey and Chris. The reason I believe that these men set me up with Clark is because they've actually done it before. There was a guy called Decca Heggie who was being trolled and accused of all sorts. Stu Armstrong kind of knows him and they don't get on. I have nothing to do with the boxing. I'm a proper girly girl, so I don't follow it. And I had no idea who Decca was. Me and Decca ended up getting in touch with each other and we had a conversation. We got to the bottom of it in the end, and Decca realised that it was actually the Humble Dryer platform that was trolling him. They were all putting it out there that it was me. And we didn't even know everyone was connected until Aaron Twin and Stu Armstrong went on the Humble Dryer platform and started doing podcasts on me. So yeah, this is what I believe that's happened. These horrible little men, because they got kicked off set, basically decided to troll Clark like they did to Decca. And I'm going to finish off this video and you can hear what Decca had to say. The thing is, if Clark was really innocent in all of this, I wouldn't be still getting messages from his friends in 24, like 7 years after all this happened. Even these messages from the Kelly account, that was 3 years ago. So I don't know why it's all kicking off again. And like I say, if Clark was really innocent in all of this, he would have known when he said about the trolling going on not to blame it all on me. But for some reason, he's wanting to push all the hate over to my name. I've already proven the Humble Dryer platform to have nothing to do with me. And I also proved the Decca to have nothing to do with me. I've also proven that Chris Smith has stolen my film. I'm going to court over that in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, if Clark Tribe was a decent guy, he would leave me alone and stop sending his little foot soldiers my way. And he'd realise that I've literally been through so much trolling and the stuff that's been sent to me is disgusting. And I'm going to put the link to the page where all this trolling is kept, so you can all have a look through in your own time. Thanks for listening, guys.
The thing is, Sammy, you have to understand that I was getting my life ruined, and this guy came out of nowhere, befriended me and had my back against the trolls. But the IP address, I couldn't believe it when I got the IP address back. I couldn't believe it was Anthony Burker. Like, I was, what the fuck? So everything that he told me was to keep the truth away from him. So he was trying to pin it on other people. No, Sammy, I've never, ever, ever met Burkett. I've only known him through social media. See, the thing is, I don't get on with Stu Armstrong at all. I fucking hate the bloke. He was really nasty to me a couple of years ago when I was bare knuckle fighting, and to my dad, and we don't like the bloke, we think he's a wanker. But yeah, like I say, Anthony Burkett is humble dryer. Honestly, 100% Sammy, I've got the IP address. Look at this, Sammy. What does the IP address say? What city is this? Hey Sammy, Dirk Diggler, Anthony B, that's his real profile, humble #2, cup of TD, they're all Anthony Burkett. Look at the writing, look, it's all the same person, Sammy. The IP address that I got matched all these profiles. He had about 15, but I think he's deleted some. And he always used to say to me, cup of TD, he used to always say that to me, do you want to come for a cup of tea with 2 sugars? Like kind of threatening people, but he's a gobshite, he couldn't fight sleep. And I just clicked onto it all recently, but yeah, they're all his profiles. He's also been posting James English's number on YouTube. Rocket Science Sammy, look at his Facebook, look at the way he writes, and you look at his YouTube channels and it's just all the same person. 100%. I'll do, Sam. I'll be in touch and that will sort this podcast out. And this is the subject. We'll hit on this subject. We'll also hit on your subject from like whatever's going on in your life. And then talk about like you growing up and how you got into films and stuff as well. So yeah, I think it'll be a very interesting podcast, to be honest with you, because social media trolling is underspoke about. It goes on because it gives people a platform to fucking be tough keyboard men, but really they're just fucking weak people. This fucking crazy videos. Sammy has came back onto YouTube, and I know it's not Danny, it's Anthony Burkett. What Anthony Burkett's trying to do is trying to take the heat away from himself and make out Danny's giving me shit again. It's bullshit. He's posting the old videos up.
I think at the end of the day, anybody that's following you or me or this Danny, I don't know him either, everybody knows the truth now, and people aren't stupid. I think with some people, they're only going to hear what they want to hear. There's people out there that hate me for being skinny, so the minute they hear that I'm a liar, they're going to side with the person that's calling me a liar. I had to go really out to basically put my whole love life and sex life onto Facebook to basically prove that this guy was trying to set me up, and I managed to do that. So I wouldn't worry about it anymore, babe. Just let people do and say what they do. Ignore the trolls, just block them, mute them, and eventually you're going to have so many good things coming out that eventually you'll show them that you have moved on and you've forgotten about them, and just leave them to their own karma.